Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. You've seen her on American Idol, and now East Brunswick's own superstar in the making, Jax, returns to her hometown as she sits down with Lauren Losner to talk about her progress on the hit TV show. Then we head up to East Brunswick High School, where 4 student athletes have signed letters of intent to continue their athletic careers at the Division III college level. Al Nygren joins us in studio for the last of the New Jersey Film Festival Filmmaker interviews as he sits down with Sandy Levine to talk about her documentary Heartbreak and Healing After Sandy, one of the best local documentaries you won't want to miss. All this, plus we have information on an upcoming wrestling show and fundraiser to support a Sayreville family that lost everything in a devastating fire. And we'll take a look at the Playhouse 22 production of Amadeus, opening on February 13th, and we'll let you know where to find tickets for both of these wonderful events. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lauren Losner for East Brunswick Television. I'm here with a very, very special guest, so close to my heart. We are here with Jax from American Idol. Jax, thank you so much for coming back to your town, representing for us. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I mean, I'm running on like an hour of sleep these days, but I'm good.
I can imagine you are just about the busiest person that anyone has ever met.
It's a good kind of busy. It's good.
I'm so glad. How has this ride been for you? Just briefly, because we're going to get a lot into it later, but just to kind of briefly describe the craziness.
It went from like 0 to out of nowhere, like craziness. It was because once the audition aired, I really, everybody, like my phone exploded that night, and then it just keeps getting, it's more and more of a build up because each episode is like crazier and crazier, and the audition process was insane. Like all of the contestants were amazing, and it's like the season is great so far, but I can't even go to Wawa now without taking selfies, so it's like the weirdest thing. And I appreciate being appreciated, but I just still don't know how to respond to it. It's like almost awkward. I'm like, yeah, and American Idol me, that is hi.
Yeah. And it's so great that you're so humble, and it's so refreshing to see someone like you, someone young, beautiful, talented, but like handling all of this pressure like a total confident rock star, right?
Yes.
So
emoji hands.
yes, you know, we're seeing you on TV, we're following you on social media, and you're just this, you know, firecracker of an artist who has exploded onto the scene. But it kind of started with this American Idol audition, your explosion. Take us through, number one, your decision to choose American Idol and, you know, start that path, and thank goodness that you did. And also try to explain a little bit about what the audition process was like and how you arrived at that amazing song choice. You got me confidenting in my mind.
Me too. It's me every day now.
Exactly.
Thanks, J-Lo.
Yeah, okay. Take me through the song choice and how you arrived at that arrangement, because that was really something that everyone is going to remember for a very long time.
Okay. I don't even know where to start. Okay. Well, first of all, I've always been on stage, but I've never actually had any national recognition or anything like this. So this is like the craziest roller coaster ride ever right now. And since like the internet is at everyone's fingertips, I'm global. Apparently my face is like seen in China now. I'm getting tweets from like people in Japan and everything. They're
incredible.
Like, we see you in Korea. We see you. I'm like, okay, American Idol. Okay. No, it's great. No, it's really surreal. Like I don't even know how to respond to it, like I said before. But I've always watched the show growing up, and it was even, I think, really when we moved here as a family, it was kind of our end of the day cuddle session kind of thing where we would watch it like all the time. And I always wanted to audition. It was always like the coolest thing to do. I always pictured myself on the stage.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't when you watch the show? It's like the kind of only thing you could think about if you're a singer.
Right.
But I was never like kind of in the cards because I was too young when I was watching it. And then I pursued all kinds of things in music. So I was recording with different producers and working different bands and playing out. So it was never the right timing. But this year it was like the perfect timing. So I ended up saying, Dad, Mom, let's do it. Let's wait in the long lines and stuff. And Matt has to come too. I don't care. He's skipping school. But yeah, it was the craziest process. Long lines. But that's like the best part actually of all of it because it's so stressful.
I can definitely imagine.
So much anxiety.
And how about your song choice?
Really, so many people ask me about that, but not really a lot of thought went into it. Not to sound like, I know it kind of sounds bad, but I just kind of, I love the Beatles. I grew up on classic rock, and
of course.
It's just a simple but brilliant song, and I always loved it. It's romantic and fun at the same time, but I just figured I was playing it for my family in the living room, and I was like, hey, look, I want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
They were like, cool, sweet, you should do that song. Sweet. That's how it went down.
It's so
I actually played it
simple.
in a bar a couple of nights before, just like I was in Queens somewhere. I was like
messing around.
Everyone, my friends were like, hey, that's a cool song. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it on Idol.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's it's such a simple, positive song.
Yeah, it really is. Well, it's the Beatles.
Right.
But everyone after the audition was like, so, were you nervous about screwing up one of the best songs of all time? And I'm like, well, now I am.
So,
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Now I'm nervous.
Who do you think is a really strong mentor for you on the show, and who is really keeping you grounded, keeping you going, and giving you, the best advice?
Well, besides the fact that I have my own homegrown incredible support system, who's my parents and my brother, they're always like keeping me humble and keeping me grounded, but at the same time supporting everything I do. On the show this year, I know that the actual mentor is Scott Borchetta, who is like a complete legend, mogul in the industry.
Absolutely.
And he sat around sometime in Hollywood Week and got to see the contestants. We're not really that far along yet, but you'll have to see. Thank you.
And
everybody's really supportive, to be honest. And I feel like from day one, I'm a different artist than I am now.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you grow so quickly.
That's
because
incredible.
you're put to the test 1,000%. Like that doesn't get any more stressful and strenuous than this, and it's like cramming the entire struggle of the music industry into 1 week, Hollywood Week. So it's like you kind of have no choice but to grow.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely. And I know it's still so early on in the season, and there's a ways to go for the rest of the season, but what would you say is your most valuable experience so far?
It's a really good question. I think that I was really challenged for the first time in the competition by the group rounds, because the group rounds were, it's really hard getting to, you have to really find a good blend and connect not only with the people on a personal level that you work with, but on a musical level. And it's not easy considering there's zero sleep and there's zero time in the world.
Right.
And that's probably the most challenging part for me. And I definitely feel like I got a lot out of that.
Yeah. All right, Jax. And for all of us who want to catch you and follow your journey throughout American Idol, where can we catch you and when?
Wednesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock on Fox.
Well, Jax, I cannot tell you how great it is to see you.
Thanks, dude, you too.
It's so great to have you back in town, and we all look forward to watching you continue, as far as you go. We really wish you the best of luck.
Nerve-wracking thing.
Four East Brunswick High School student athletes recently committed to continue their education and athletic careers at the Division III collegiate level.
I just wanted to take this opportunity first to thank you for entrusting your most prized possessions with us. And I know what it took for them to be sitting here today is a lot of what you inspired, and not only you as parents, our coaches that are here as well, to get to this position. And you guys understand this, think about all the hours that you put into practice, game time, and parents, think about all the hours you spent driving to practices and game time. But what impresses me the most, you see four young men and women up here that are truly student athletes. They're going to some great universities, great colleges, and they're going to do some great things to make East Brunswick proud. And we are very proud of you and what you accomplished. And Mom and Dad, we are also very proud of you. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
I'm here with Seth DeVere, who is committing to play athletics at Division III at Marywood University. Seth, can you tell us what you're looking forward to?
Well, for this year, I'm looking forward to a good lacrosse season, hopefully contending for a GMC championship, and for the next 4 years, you know, make everyone here at East Brunswick proud and playing in Marywood.
Very good. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm here with Tom Burzak, who's committed to play men's lacrosse at Clark University. Tom, what are you looking forward to at the end of your senior year and next year?
Really looking forward to having some fun this year, playing some lacrosse. I'm looking forward to winning some games and making a name for East Brunswick lacrosse.
Congratulations and good luck. All right, I'm here with Carla LaRocca, who's committed to play women's soccer at William Patterson University. Carla, can you tell us your favorite memory from East Brunswick athletics?
My favorite memory would have to be in my senior year at the Heightstown game, where I scored the goal to tie us, to bring us into the overtime game. And we went on that bus that day, and at the smiles on people's faces, something that you can never forget.
That's a great memory. Congratulations and good luck. I'm here with Margaret Lee, who's committed to play Division III women's soccer at the University of Rochester. Margaret, can you tell your best memory about East Brunswick athletics?
I remember the Union game. It was 1-1 at halftime, and then towards the end of the game, I scored the winning goal, and actually Carla assisted me. That was like the best memory I had.
That's a great memory, and I'm sure all your teammates loved it as well. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Al Nygren. I'm the director and the curator of the New Jersey Film Festival. We're in our 33rd year programming wonderful films in Central Jersey at Rutgers University, and we're back for our Spring 2015 Film Festival, which will begin on January 31st and run on select Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evenings through March 1st. We have a wonderful lineup. You can check them out right away at our website, which is njfilmfest.com, and just click on where it says schedule for information. This is the last of our Filmmaker interviews, and today we have one of the best Hurricane Sandy documentaries we've ever seen that we're screening at our festival on Saturday, February 28th. And I have the director, Sandra Levine, here with me to talk about her movie. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Al. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to see you, and we're so, overwhelmed and joyous to show your movie.
Thank you.
Because we think it's an important film.
Thank you.
So tell us, how did you get involved in this film? I know Hurricane Sandy impacted on so many of us.
Well, I live in Ocean County. I was born and raised in Ocean County, and that was one of the areas absolutely hardest hit by the storm. So fortunately, our house wasn't damaged. My father's house flooded. So right away, I had a family connection to the disaster. And not too long after the hurricane, I got to go over onto the barrier island, the beach communities. And as soon as I saw the devastation over there, I knew I had to do something.
So when did you actually start planning this film?
Well, my husband is very focused on weather. He watches the Weather Channel, and he's always telling me when hurricanes are coming up the coast, and I sort of ignore it. But this time, I knew something was different. So about 4 or 5 days before the storm hit, which was October 2012, I started to pay attention to the weather. And I realized that this really was different, because all of the forecasters were predicting this unusual left turn, and it showed that it was going to come right over our area. So actually, the day before the storm, I went to Seaside Heights and I did some filming. And there was the Jetstar still on the boardwalk, and there were the police who were saying on bullhorns, "You have to evacuate." And that was a day before. So I did a little shooting the day before, and I shot for 2 years.
You know, that's the thing, because a lot of the other documentaries that we've screened didn't have the focus and the kind of breadth necessary to really understand the impact that this storm had on people's lives. And I think yours gives it a kind of, not a sense of closure, but you get to see it from beginning to where it is right now. And I think that's what's great.
Yeah, that is important to me to mention, that there is no closure yet. However, I had originally hoped to, I didn't actually know originally what I was going to make with all this footage that I was shooting. But I had in my back of my mind, on the 1 year anniversary of the storm, I'll put something together. And there was actually so little positive at that point that I just felt really a need to keep on shooting. So by the end of the second year, I was able to show a few families getting home, but there are literally still thousands and thousands of people that are not through the process.
Yeah.
So it is an ongoing story, and I'm sure that I'll probably do something again.
And it's a first-person story because,
Yeah.
again, the other documentaries are all by outsiders,
Yeah.
not people that actually lived there.
Yeah.
And I think that lends it an element, superior element to the other films.
Thank you. And I struggled with that because I have a news background and we always make sure we keep ourselves out of the story. I really struggled with that, but I felt being born and raised in that town in Toms River and living in Ocean County practically my whole life and having my own father flood and having the name Sandy, for goodness sakes, when that's the name of the superstorm. I had to put myself into the story. So I just kept it at a minimum, but I felt I had to do that.
No, and I think it couches the story well because then you're able to kind of pull back and then focus on other people that you know
Yes.
or that are from the adjoining areas. Tell us about the areas that you focused on because obviously it's not the entire shore.
No, and when I started researching Superstorm Sandy, it actually impacted areas from Jamaica through Canada.
Wow.
And I had to decide, I knew immediately it would only focus on New Jersey, even though New York was devastated, obviously, too. And I kept thinking, where should I shoot? Where should I limit my shooting? And I decided to limit it to a very small geographic area. And I focused on Seaside Heights, that's where the Jet Star went in the water, Ortley Beach, which was very, very badly devastated. Maniloking, which is the town that everybody saw how the ocean broke through the barrier island there.
Right.
And then Brick Township and Toms River, because they're mainland towns that were very, very severely impacted. So you have to imagine you're living on the mainland, so there's a bay and then there's a barrier island and then the ocean. So you might not think about homes on the mainland being
Right.
so severely impacted. But in Brick Township and Toms River, there were nearly 20,000 homes combined on the mainland and the barrier island side. So there was a lot of flooding on the mainland side, not necessarily homes washed away, but Brick Township and Toms River, and then those other three I mentioned on the island. Those were the main focus.
Well, you know, you're going to be at our screening.
Yes, I am.
And you're going to be introducing the film
Yes,
and then
I
doing
am.
a Q&A.
Absolutely.
And the program that Sandy's part of is called Jersey Fresh, films by New Jersey filmmakers, and there's going to be 5 short films before yours, which is considered the feature film, the longest film that we'll be doing. So you'll be there to intro the film, and then we'll do a general Q&A with the other filmmakers. And you know, folks, our festival is very, very informal. It's a very grassroots festival, and it's meant to be fun and entertaining without the pomp and circumstance. We're really all about pushing the films to the fore. So if you'd like to come and check out Sandy's film, as well as the other great short films, please do go check our website out, njfilmfest.com, and then you can see that it's playing on Saturday, February 28th, starting at 7 p.m. in our state-of-the-art facility, Voorhees Hall, room 105. It's located on the College Avenue campus of Rutgers University in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and the program begins promptly at 7 o'clock. For $10 general admission, you get to see 6 great films. There's going to be 4 filmmakers there for sure. And there's also free food courtesy of Jimmy John's. So it's a very festive evening and a way to celebrate films by New Jersey filmmakers. So please, folks, do come and check out this very important documentary. Like I said, the best Sandy documentary I've seen, and I've seen them all.
Wow.
So come on down and check out Sandy Levine's Heartbreak and Healing After Sandy. And thank you so much. Hope to see you at the movies.
UWA Elite is celebrating its 15th anniversary this year, and it's come a long way from a very small local company. We do a lot of charity work. We've done work with various cancer research groups, Toys for Tots. We did Hurricane Sandy Relief Group. We've done a lot of charity work in the past. Well, on February 21st, we're going to be at Holy Trinity Church in South River, New Jersey. with a very special fundraiser event for the DeSarno family of Sayreville, New Jersey, who lost their house and were hospitalized with a massive house fire on Christmas. Well, the DeSarno family actually live 2 blocks away from me in Sayreville, and they're also very strong members of the Holy Trinity Church community, who's a longtime partner of us. We hold events every month at Holy Trinity Church in South River. So the fact that they happen to be my neighbor and members of the church community was really just a no-brainer to do whatever we could to help them, because it's a family that's been very, very active in the community, and there's somebody that's really needs help right now. So whatever we can do to help, we're happy to do it. Tickets are available at the door for $20, but there's discount tickets for $15 and family 4-packs of tickets for $50 available if you buy them in advance on our website, uwaelite.com. Well, on February 21st, it's going to be a huge event in South River at Holy Trinity Church. It's going to be 7 big matches. We have a big interpromotional match with our champion taking on the champion of another company from New Jersey. The main event's going to be a 9-man turmoil match for the #1 contendership to our championship. There's going to be tag team matches, 6-man tag matches. There's going to be over 30 wrestlers in total competing on the show, and it's going to be a great time. I mean, our shows are family friendly. They're great from kids to grandparents and everybody in between. We have links on our website, uwaelite.com, to the Holy Trinity Church website, where they are taking donations, and they have a couple different other fundraisers going on. They have a spaghetti dinner coming up and different things like that. So there are definitely other ways to help, and if you go to our website, you can get all the information right out there. So again, if you're in the area on February 21st, if you live in Middlesex County or in the surrounding area, we'd really love to see you at Holy Trinity Church. Bell time is 6:30. Tickets are available in advance on our website, uwaelite.com. They're also going to be available at the door, but they're a little bit cheaper if you can get them in advance on our website. And we hope to see everybody there.
Hi, I'm John Herron. I'm the director of this show, Amadeus, that opens at Playhouse 22 on February 13th. So the show is basically about Antonio Salieri, who was a composer at the time, a real person. When Salieri died, before his death, he was not totally mentally clear at the time, and he muttered about being responsible for Mozart's death. That's the one actually true thing in this play.
And now, gracious ladies, obliging gentlemen, I present to you, for one performance only, my last composition, entitled The Death of Mozart, or did I do it?
So the play is built on the idea, what if that were true? What if Salieri, who was a mediocre composer at most, was really responsible for Mozart's death? Here is Antonio Salieri, who gave his life to God in the form of writing music. And then suddenly, this young kid named Mozart shows up, and just naturally, all this wonderful music pours out of him. And the first time Salieri hears this music, he realizes how mediocre his music is compared to Mozart's. He's totally outraged by it, and he blames God. And so he decides he's going to get back at God by destroying Mozart. And so basically the whole play is Salieri explaining to the audience and bringing the audience in, telling them, you have no idea what genius is. Here was genius. The rest of us, we're nothing but mediocre. And that's basically what the play is. As I said, it's about the nature of art and music, the nature of divine expression in humanity. It's a wonderful, dramatic play, funny, serious.
We took unremarkable men, usual officials, run-of-the-mill bishops, ordinary generals, statesmen, and wives, and we sacramentalized their mediocrity. We smoothed their noons with strings divised. We pierced their nights with chitarrini. We made processions for their strutting, serenades for their rutting, high horns for their hunting, and drums for their war. Trumpets blared as they entered the world, and trombones groaned as they left it.
So it's really wonderful. You get a chance to hear the music in a different setting, and of course, you hear the best of Mozart. You know, in community theater, you find many different things. It's a wonderful hobby. And here we are. I always try to bring it to another level. And I think we've done that together with this wonderful cast and the crew of people from Playhouse 22. We have something really wonderful to offer. An evening of really good theater that's going to move people, that's going to make people laugh, enlighten them, and go out thinking about some really important things. So I would suggest if you're someone who likes theater and wants a real theatrical experience, come in and see this show.